All right, guys, I'm going to redo the copy pasting. I'm going to recopy this artboard and paste it. So I'm going to click merge swatches. All right, and select, deselect. All right. I'm going to open up. Wait a minute, I'll be back. So these two images were the images that was in the artboard 1. I believe this image was like for this image was under this, was outside of the artboard, and this is the image we pasted. So this I believe, wait a minute. So the first the first image in the artboard changes its color to this one. So this one was already like this. So this one was already like that. Anyway, so that's the merge. We're gonna undo it, and we're just gonna copy it and paste it, but now we're gonna add the color. So I don't know, I believe the last time we did the operation, this color has changed from being this to this. So we weren't able to see the changes when we selected the ad. I guess it's fine, you can check it on your own. Okay, next we're gonna check out how to align artboards. Currently, our artboards aren't aligned, looks disjointed. So we're gonna give it some sort of, alignment. So first, we're gonna go to the editing mode. So I don't see the option. Anyway, we're gonna do shift this and okay. So we're gonna select for all of these artboards. Wait a minute, I don't see it's being selected. Okay, I've selected 4 of them, and we're gonna align top. That's pretty bad. So first we're gonna align these 3 to the top, and notice that this rectangle didn't move with the artboard. Well, that's because it's a locked object. So what we gotta do is just unlock the objects. We're gonna select this, I believe, and object will unlock all. And now we're gonna select these, and great. Another way you can do is go into artboard options, I believe. No, I think uh, rearrange all. So another way is going to rearrange all. Currently, it's just there are 4 artboards, and layout is this. Layout order is left to right, columns, spacing. We're gonna increase to 50. So there are 2 columns, and the gap between the artboards is 50 pixel. If you haven't seen it already, you can change the name of the artboards. Well, you just need to go to select the artboard tool, and in the artboard options, you can edit the name of the artboard. For example, I'm gonna say it's beach ad. Click OK. Underneath this, it just says artboard, but now it says beach ad. Let's select this one and change it to blank. Now here it will say blank. We're gonna create guide. Well, how do we create that? So we're still in the art. We still have the artboard selected. Okay, apparently there's got to be a button saying show rulers on the properties panel, but I don't see it. So instead we're gonna probably look for rulers in this. Maybe, okay, we need to go to the view and show rules. So rulers, show rulers. So now we see a ruler. We're gonna click and drag. Okay, all right. So the rulers and grids option appears only when you have nothing selected. So currently it's in pixels. We're gonna select inches. So what we want is, well, it should start at 0, right? But why is this not starting at 0? So when we say fit artboard to the window, I don't know, it's not. So 3, I don't see it. So we see 0 here. So this is at the, sort of like at the center, more or less. And I see 0 here. So we're gonna select this one and say view. Still nothing. I don't know. This point should be at 0 and 0, but it's not. Anyway, I think we might have dragged this artboard. Um, so we're gonna drag it back to 0. What is this? There are two artboards. We're gonna drag the guide to. Trying to align it to the guide. Okay, now we're ready. Arrange all. Okay, now that messes everything up. So we're gonna make this the key object or something. Maybe the last selected object is the key object. Not cool. Everything is sort of messy here. Why can't I just select spacing? So when we drag, we can drag a ruler wherever we want, and probably we're gonna we fit this artboard in the window and then select the guide. Holding shift should probably attach it to the this, right, but they're not attaching. So if an artboard is not even at the center at 0 0, having this guideline is useless, I think. We can change the X value. We can change the X value in the transform property if we select the guide itself. Another thing, if you double click and drag it, you can create another guide. Okay, you don't need to double click or anything, you can just drag it. I believe you can just delete them if you wanted to. Just okay, the guide delete. Guides are useful if you want to align things to it. So just you can just drag and everything is snaps to the guide. Okay, so this is where it snaps. Okay, next we will move an artboard to another artboard. So what we want to do is move this artboard to here, but precisely start at the upper left corner. So we're gonna make this the active artboard, and then we're gonna shift click this, and we're gonna maybe nah. We need to change the transform property XY value, but I don't think we need to use the 0 and 0. So we're gonna make this the active artboard, and we're gonna fit everything, fit all in the artboard. So okay, so click this and select, make it to 0, make this to 0, and okay. It's not aligning to this artboard. Instead, it's aligning to the ruler. So what we're gonna do is just do, where is it? Okay, positioning artwork using the properties panel. So first we fit all the artboard to the window, and we click the blank artboard, and then we click the group of artboard with untouched beauty. In the transform section of the properties panel, click the upper left point, change the value. I'm doing that, but it's not working. First, okay, we click this blank artboard, it's selected, and then next we click this, but now it becomes the selected artboard is this untouched beauty. Now we change the values to 0. It goes to the ruler's origin, and that's it. I don't know what I am doing, why it's not working. Also, I am not covering videos. Why is it? Okay, I'm not covering uh, these videos edit. So the book comes with videos that unselect this garbage that shows you how to do it, because I believe it's hard to explain it with text. I don't think I'm gonna cover that. So we're gonna just manually move this stuff to the artboard and drag this down and select this, align to the top of the artboard, and then we're gonna drag the artboard a little bit, maybe a, a little down. Select, deselect. We'll fit artboard to the window. Now we're gonna create a guide like this, and then let's drag this learn more. We're gonna ungroup that real quick. A mixed object. So this is a group. There, I'm gonna create the guide. I don't know why. So whenever you click an object, there's a bounding box. You can hide it, hide the bounding box, I believe, and then you can drag it. So we're gonna align this box, this group to the guide. So we want to select the corner. So the anchor point, I'm just selecting the anchor point and then dragging it. So this is how we know uh, our cursor sort of turns white when it's perfectly aligned. Maybe a little. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna select this object and we're gonna try to scale it. So first we're gonna set the reference point to center, and then in the width and height we're gonna set it to 40%. Before and after. So I don't think you've seen it. So we're gonna undo it, select this and copy this real quick. We're gonna select this one and change the scale a little bit. Now you might be able to see it, I think. So the point is, this is a stroke, this is a path or whatever. So if we select this is just a stroke. So normally it doesn't scale. So we're gonna group this and go to the effects. I think there's got to be an effect, scale, strokes, and effects. We already know this, but in the book they're they're showing this again. So now the stroke is scaled properly. Okay, now we're gonna check out how to rotate an object. So I'm gonna try to rotate this this tree. We know we can rotate it using selection tool. There's an icon that appears that will tell you when you can rotate an object. Currently it doesn't appear, so we're gonna just use the rotate tool. So we're gonna click the rotate tool and we're gonna click here. That will set us some sort of reference point, and then we just drag anywhere to sort of rotate it. Okay, now we're gonna see transform each. That will help you transform objects. So if you select multiple objects, you can at the same time have effects on them, like for example transform their sizes, rotate, or whatever. We're gonna select these clouds. There are 3 clouds and we're gonna go to object. There's got to be a transform and then transform each. So we can transform all of these objects to scale or move horizontally, rotate them, reflect, random, or whatever. So there are a bunch of options. So first all we're gonna do is just scale down. %. That's it. So this option is pretty great, I think. You can play around with that. All right, guys, we're gonna look at shear tool. So shear tool helps you sort of like slant an object. You can find the shear tool in the inside the rotate tool. So the shear tool has the reference point set to center of the object. So we're gonna I'm gonna hold shift. Holding shift probably keeps the height the same.